everybody, it is Katrina Davis and welcome back to my channel. Today I am giving you all a reveal of my guest room slash office slash creative space, and that is this room that I'm in right now, and I am so excited to share this room with you. I've been working on this room for a long time, and I'm going to give you a little bit of background about this room and tell you about the progress that I've made since the top of the year. So this room has been so many things. When me and my husband first moved into this home, it was our guest room. It was our primary guest room, and I brought in all of my furniture from when I had my own apartment, and that was our room for the longest. And then when COVID hit, we had to do a little switcheroo. So this room was a little bit bigger than our other spare room, so we made this our joint office and then made the other bedroom the primary guest bedroom. But during COVID, we realized that we couldn't really work in the same room like that. You know, the sound was too loud. We were interrupting each other's Zoom calls. So it was just too much. So we made this my office slash a home gym, and that worked out really well for a few years. My husband put his office into our loft area, and we were just smooth rolling. And I think it was around late last year, I wanted to change things up. We were underutilizing the home gym because at that point COVID was pretty good and over, so we wanted to go back into the gym. We wanted to get back outside more, and I like to do classes on ClassPass, so I was doing classes, and we just didn't really use the home gym as much as we were during the thick of COVID. So I was tired of looking at the gym equipment in my office, because remember, it was my office slash the gym, and I wanted to change things up. So I knew one of my goals going into the year was to change this room around. And 2024, I put it on my vision board that I wanted to get this room updated, and I wanted it to be a very creative space. I wanted it to function in multiple different ways. I just didn't want a guest room or an office. I wanted something that was multi-purpose. And also because we don't have guests all that often. We're in this space by ourselves more times than we have guests, so I felt like it needed to cater towards how we were living. I didn't want us to have a room that was just for guests and we weren't having guests. Like, we don't have guests all year. So it wasn't really a good use of space. You know, we get guests a few times throughout the year, so I really wanted this space to serve us very well. So I looked around for inspiration for this room on so many different sources: Pinterest, Instagram, TikTok, everywhere, just to get a vision of how I wanted things to be. And I actually drew it out on a little piece of paper, and I'll put it up here. I drew out what I wanted it to look like. Very chicken scratch, but that was my vision for bringing it together, and I knew all of the different visual elements would come together after that. So I started off by painting the room this two-tone wall color. Top of the wall is a white color, bottom is a green color, and both these paints are from Claire Paint, which is this paint company I was dying to use at some point, and I'm so glad I finally had a moment to do so. I think the bottom is called Daily Greens, and I can't remember the top color, but oh my god, this is my favorite part of the room. It just feels so beautiful. And when I come in, I just feel like this burst of energy and creativity just flowing into me. So I just love, I love the paint color. And I paid someone to do this. So I didn't paint it, but I had my painter paint it. And they were even like, dang, this looks good. So this was, the paint is like the standout of the room that really draws you in. And then from there, I knew I wanted tons of art. I wanted art that spoke to being a black woman that's in her creative bag and her resting bag and her relaxation bag. So you'll see I have so many beautiful pieces of art in here from different artists that represent that. And the room is just a collection of pieces that I found, you know, in Target, in Home Goods, but also thrifting. I like finding what's called like found pieces and integrating those into newer pieces, so things don't look so cookie cutter or look so like fresh and new. I love bringing in some antique like pieces into whatever I'm decorating, and you'll see some of that today in the room. But it all comes together so beautifully. I was also very much so inspired by this hotel that I stayed in Macon. It had had these beautiful two-tone painted walls, so I saw that and I was like, ooh, I think this might be what I'm looking for in my room. I also saw Blessed Little Bungalow on IG. She did her primary space, like her primary living space, in a half-toned wall, and it was like white and purple, and I thought that was really beautiful. So I played with a few different ideas before I finally got here, but I love how this turned out. I'm going to step back and show you the bedroom. Here we have a twin size bed that is a twin during the day, but if guests come over, they can sleep on it just like this, or they can pull it out and make it into a king size bed, which I think is the coolest thing ever. It also has drawers at the bottom, so I have storage for my own personal stuff. And I love that because, like I said, this room is supposed to be multi-purpose. It's serving multiple purposes, okay? So I got this idea from my friend Shandice. Shout out to Shandice, who has this bed at her guest room, and she has it in black. But it looks really visually pleasing in her guest room, but it was also serving purpose. So I love that. So we have the white color. This is from Ikea. And it's amazing. We've had a couple guests so far. They've slept on it. They've loved it. So it is a winner in my book. Like I said, I needed this space to be multi-purpose. So on top of it being a bed where somebody can go and sleep, I also wanted it to look good during the day because I'm in this room taking phone calls, video calls, or whatever. So if they did see my background, I wanted to make sure it looked good. So I have this duvet, the white duvet from our previous guest room. Is still looking really good. This is from Target. And then I added in this beautiful quilt from West Elm. We actually got this at the West Elm outlet, and it was on sale. I love this. This is my favorite piece. So it's a quilt. It's king size, but I fold it over and then put it on the bed. Lots of pillows. So we have the pillows for guests to sleep in the back, and then I added in some throw pillows in the color palette that I loved from Target. I love this little ball. I love this little pillow. This is my favorite pillow. It's just so cute and comfortable. So this is the bed. Sometimes during the day, me and my husband will just come and like sit in here and talk, or we'll just lay down and kind of dream together. So this is one of our creative spaces. So over here is a little book nook. I knew I wanted to have a bookcase in here because I have tons of books, and I knew I wanted it to be decorated. So I've integrated some stuff that we already had in our previous guest room, like art and the globe. But then I found this beautiful bowl from one of my favorite consignment stores, and I thought it was just a perfect piece here. Have some different prints. This is from my trip to Greece last year. I love this photo, so definitely wanted to print that out. I had me and my husband in Greece last year, and then me and my mom, we went on a trip when I was in college, so I have a picture of us here. And then I have these different pieces, books from Black authors. They're home decor books, but from Black authors. I also have a tambourine from when I was like 7. I put it here. I thought it was so perfect. And then just different pieces. My brother passed away a couple years ago, and when we went to his home, he had this in his house, and I thought it would be perfect to include here, so I'm glad that it worked. And different pieces here. I found this bowl at a vintage store. Picture of me and my dad. He passed away when I was in college, and I miss him so much. But he's here. I like this little mushroom lamp that's here. So that's there. And then I have more books. Also have a picture of me and my brother. And then this was at his house as well, at my brother's house. So I have this on the bookshelf. So lots and lots of books and decor on the bookshelf. So when we were at the West Elm outlet, we also found this cute little nightstand. This nightstand, I think we got it for like $130, and online is way more than that. So it's a beautiful, cute little nightstand, and I love it because in the back it has connections where guests can just plug in their phone right into the nightstand. It also has drawers. So perfect little nightstand. So here I knew I wanted something a bit dramatic, which is typically not like me when I'm decorating, but I wanted something that kind of popped out, so I did green velvet drapes that kind of matched the wall. I thought that was so beautiful. Here's a bench from our previous guest room. I thought this worked so well here. These pillows are from there. This plant is actually a plant that I gave my brother when he was getting a new heart. So I have the plant, and it symbolizes just him and my love for him. And I love having the plant as being a part of the room. So I love how that bench worked well into the room. I like to encourage people to kind of borrow from different parts of their house to decorate. You don't always have to go out and buy something new. You know, at one point I thought I wanted to buy something for here, and I brought that in here and I was like, hold on, this is perfect. So I didn't need to go buy anything else. So always shop from your home before you go and buy anything else. And same thing, this mirror was in our previous gym room. This was like the gym mirror, so this worked out really well to be this mirror in the corner. I love taking pictures here and showing different outfits, so it works out so perfectly. It also bounces light across the room, so that's really perfect if you have a darker room. I also want to show you guys this Pura. This is a smart home diffuser system, so it actually allows you to put your scents and stuff like that on different timers and settings, and you can buy different scents and just play with the room. So I love having those in here because the room also smells as inspiring as it looks. So I love coming in here and smelling that fresh scent in the morning. It just gets me energized. So consider a Pura. They are kind of pricey to maintain, I'm not gonna lie, but I turn mine on the lowest setting so I don't have to replenish it as much. But I really love having the Pura in here. Over here is my desk area. This is the heart of the room because this is where I'm doing my work every day. This is how we pay the bills. So this, I wanted it to be beautiful but functional, so I brought in some art. This art is by an artist named Christina Martinez, and it's called Take All Your Things and Go. And when I saw this, it just spoke to me. I just loved it. I love the whole visual of it, what it represents. Like the woman is holding so many different things, fruit, art, pencil. It's called Take Your Things and Go. And the beautiful thing about art is anybody can interpret it how they want to, and I felt like it was just a beautiful piece to bring into this room, which, like I said, exudes just black women energy in so many different ways. So keeping up with the multi-purpose feature, I wanted to bring in something to hold my makeup. I have a lot of makeup, and I used to have a vanity in our room, but I no longer have that. So I wanted to make sure I had a place to store my makeup. So when I do need to do my makeup, I can just go in here and do my makeup in the mirror, and all of my makeup is stored here. This also rolls, so I can easily roll it around the room, which I love because sometimes I need to change positions for lighting. So this is a lovely piece from, I think this came from Crate and Barrel Kids, if I'm not mistaken. Okay, let's get into the workstation. I was going for the Apple iMac look, but I didn't want to drop the coins for that. So I found this lovely monitor by Samsung. It's a smart monitor. So not only does it allow me to connect my laptops, but it is also a TV. So it's a smart TV, and it has that feature. It also has different streaming channels that are free included with Samsung. I can connect it to my MacBook very easily, to my work computer very easily, and it also has a built-in camera. Now this feature isn't as great as I thought it would be, but I don't typically use it a lot anyway. But this, I love this monitor, and I'm learning something about it every single day. Like the other day I learned that I can actually bring up my laptop, project my laptop from it, and then turn on the camera. So a lot of times I do workout videos in here, so that was helpful for me being able to see my form and stuff, but also still watch the video on the TV. So I thought that was super dope. And it's a great size. Like this thing is huge, so people are also able to watch TV on the bed, even you know, over here. So we didn't have to go and get another TV for the guest room. And I have my whole setup here, very simple. I got this standing projector thing from Amazon. This is from Amazon here, and I have like my keyboard and mouse on top of this pad. I'm also very obsessed with this keyboard and this mouse because you can seamlessly switch to different computers with just a tap of a button. So we have 3 computers connected to this. We have my personal laptop, my work laptop, and my husband's work laptop, and all you have to do is click a button on the keyboard and the mouse and it'll switch over just like that. So it's a Bluetooth wireless setup, and I love it. Like it makes me so happy to just switch over real quick like that, and it's just the bomb. And once again, I brought in some different vintage elements. So I found this lovely mirror when I was out thrift shopping one day, and I love this mirror. So I just keep her here. It's perfect for just checking my face or whatever before going on Zoom call. Also found this cute little dish at the thrift store, and I just keep it here with a candle and some lip gloss. Once again, have to be on point for my calls. Now moving over to this side of the space, we have some more art. Art from the amazing Melissa Colby, who also painted the art over the bed. And then I have this hanging mirror from West Elm. I thought it would be good to kind of balance the room out, and then it's also good to do a mirror check before going on my calls if I need to. And then I'm still trying to figure out what I want to do up here in this space, but for now I have some books here that I might want to quickly grab, and then I have a cup holder with pens and stuff like that. Hanging here, I have this beautiful African looking basket thingy. I don't know if it's a purse or not, but I thought it was so beautiful. I found this at one of the thrift stores, and I actually thought about it for a day or two, and I went back and I was like, I hope it's there, because me and my mom always say don't ever leave anything at the store, especially a thrift store that you really want. But I did leave it that day, and I came back and it was there, so I was so happy. So continuing to go around the room, this is once again mirrors. We have mirrors everywhere, but they are not only are they pretty, but they also serve a purpose with bouncing light across the room, so it makes this room feel bigger and lighter than it really is, and I love that. But on top of this mirror being a mirror, it is also a jewelry storage mirror. So it has room for all of my jewelry. I also have jewelry in my closet, so I just have a lot of jewelry, and I knew that I needed multiple storage places for my jewelry. I love costume jewelry, real jewelry, just jewelry. I'm a jewelry girl for sure, so I wanted to make sure I had all of that, access to all of that. There are a few more pieces that I fell in love with. This first one is from Minted, and it says beloved and loved, and it just goes so well with the theme here. Just want my guests to feel like they are cared for whenever they are in my home. This piece is called Talking with the Ancestors, and I found this from one of the Etsy artists, and I just thought it was so beautiful. I love the red pops of color with they look like poppy flowers, and it's just so beautiful. I thought that it complemented the green wall and the white wall. So last but not least, I want to show you our closet. So this is the closet. I actually installed this wallpaper all by myself. It's a peel and stick wallpaper. They sell it at a few different places, but I got it from Home Depot. But I thought it would be the perfect, like, just pop of fun in the closet. I also took out our old closet, which was your standard, you know, wire closet, and put in this mini closet system from Rubbermaid, and this was like $75. So this was something I thought would be really special to have in here, and I get so happy every time I open the closet. Up here I have all of my different journals and diaries from over the years. I have old pictures. I have my old piggy bank, so I keep some old like memorabilia in here, and then I use the closet to store my off-season clothes. So right now it's summer, so I have my winter clothes in here, and then I have other things. I like to do arts and crafts a lot, so I keep stuff like that in here. And this is it. I forgot to show you guys the chandelier. This is the chandelier. I love her. I love her so much. It is just beautiful. I saw it and I was like, yeah, that's the one for the space. It is beautiful. It's from West Elm. It's like this umbrella looking, rainbow looking chandelier. You can actually change it so the position changes and you got a different look. So I love that. Once again, multi-purpose. So that is the lighting in here. So this is our guest room. I truly hope that you enjoyed this tour of the room. Like I mentioned, this room makes me so happy. I love being in here. I love just everything about it. The colors, the vibes, the energy is just amazing. I really couldn't have dreamed of bringing something together better than this. So I just love the room. I'm going to continue working on this room just a little bit. There's two things I do want to add. I want to add some more art behind my TV monitor. I'm just going to add one picture just to balance it out there, and then I'm also going to be adding a piece right behind the nightstand. So those will be the last two elements that I bring into this room, and then I pretty much consider it complete. So this will be the space, and yeah, I love it. I love it so much. Thank you so much for watching. I hope that this video inspires you to create a space that you love in your home, something that makes you feel free, feel creative, and that it doesn't matter if it's a big room or just a small little corner, girl. You got to find a place that you can truly be yourself in your home. I feel like a home, your home is your safe space, and a home is the most comfortable space that you should have in your life. And I love decorating my home, bringing life and love into our home, because this is where we spend most of our time, so it needs to feel like a hug and a retreat from the world. I love traveling. I love going to fancy restaurants and all the things, but there is no place on earth that is better to me than my house. Like, and I want it to feel that way too. I want my home to feel as visually beautiful as the places that I go, so I don't feel like I have to retreat into the world whenever I am feeling a little down or whatever. My house lifts me up. It uplifts me and it inspires me. So that's why I continue to pour into my home. Thank you so much for watching, you beautiful people. Thank you.